Hello everyone, it's me again, GW Fan the Softcore Brony, welcoming you to the finale of Let's Play Philly Fantasy 6, even though I'm technically still going to be doing at least one more thing afterwards. But anyway, the finale, the final battle, one of my personal favorite final battles among all the Final Fantasy games at that as well, because we can technically bring in all 12 characters that we use here in the final dungeon, if you so choose to do it. Basically, the way that works is, well, like many final bosses in many RPGs, there are, well, more or less multiple forms of the final boss, although it's really more like different levels or tiers. But in any case, what you initially do is you bring in 4 characters, and then if any of them have their HP at 0 by the time you go to the next phase of the fight, then they'll be replaced by other characters if you so choose to do it that way. More on that in a bit. I have my selections for backup, but more on that in a moment as we go over the main 4, as it were. Starting here in party number 1, I'm pulling in Fluttershy because she's actually one of the higher damage dealers in general anyway, just because of her ability to ignore defense, especially in the early part of the fight when she can make use of elemental weaknesses and whatnot. Notably, of course, she is equipped with the Magic Splint and the Ribbon. Ribbons are a must. If you don't have those, then honestly, I don't believe there's really any confusion to be worried about for the most part. I mean, there is 2 seconds actually where it could come into effect, but you might actually substitute a safety bit or memento ring just for petrified protection, because that could actually come up. Unfortunately, the ribbon does protect against that. And Magic Splint, while not absolutely necessary, is much better than most other shields, except for the ultimate shield, which you could also use if you want to, though I banned it for this LP. But in any case, other things to note, I also have Fluttershy equipped with North Star, believe it or not, for a very specific reason. More on that a little later. And otherwise, again, just to note, you could use the Storm Herald, I suppose. I mean, Dive is actually pretty decent in this battle for the most part against most of the forms. Can do pretty good damage there, although you really do have to hold it in both hooves for that to really do great damage. And even then, with that, Fluttershy, for the most part, can do more damage with her throw anyway, unless, depending on the defense of the different parts, unless she dives at least 3 times, which is not really guaranteed or anything, but yeah, plus you absolutely need a shield for this fight, because otherwise you are going to die in later parts of the battle. It's just going to happen. So, moving on from party... Oh, and float, of course, is also kind of necessary for at least the first phase. I don't believe Quake comes into effect after that, as far as I've seen, but... Moving on to party number 2, I'm pulling in Twilight Sparkle and Trixie, of course. Twilight with the Starcracker, more so than Trixie. Trixie doesn't really need the Starcracker as much as Twilight, in my opinion at least. She suffices just fine with the gold hairpin, especially since she's actually going to be summoning in this battle. She has Moon Dancer equipped for that specific purpose, and magic as well. You could use weapons. I thought about using that because I actually have use for the air anchor and Flash. Flash the weapon, not Flash the pony. We're done with Flash the pony for pretty much the rest of the game here. But as far as the battle's concerned, Trixie's basically going to be using Summon on her first turn no matter what. And there's other... Well... I can't really have her do anything else, and I'd rather get anything else I want to do that, I want to do with the air anchor or Flash, done on the first turn also. So, yeah, I'm going to have other ponies take care of what otherwise I could do. But yeah, you could also use Alicorn specifically for Lunar Aura. That is still very useful, even for, well, even just for minor, not just for minor healing, which actually the healing wouldn't be enough, no way. But more so for like save, since we are equipped with you know, the magic splints, which does reduce our damage, our defense a little bit. But yeah, that's why I'm using Moon Dancer, because Masquerade does not really cut it. Unfortunately, it gets knocked out in, even with Trixie's high-ish HP, it gets knocked out in just 1 to 2 hits. So otherwise, Twilight I actually have with Gusty for a particular reason later on as well. And let's see, I think that's all I needed to note for these guys. So, moving on to party number 3, I am pulling in Celestia as my 4th, and AJ is actually going to be my one and only backup. Equipped, obviously, with Magic Splints and Ribbons, because, again, Ribbons kind of a must. I only have 5 Ribbons and 5 Magic Splints, otherwise I might have pulled in more characters, but honestly, just the way I have this all planned out, having one alternate works just fine. And otherwise, Celestia, of course, is equipped with Legacy, and, you know, all that. I could equip her with the Rune Bit to increase her MP a little bit, but it's not really going to make that big a difference, and I would rather have the higher defenses of the Crystal Saddle. Or, not Crystal Saffron there. So, yeah, these Royal Regalia actually does help a little bit, in part because there is some poison element in the battle as well. And also, of course, if you don't have the Triad Glory, then Helios Staff works just fine. Not as good, obviously, but it works just fine. Or even really the Comet Ring might work fine as well. And Applejack actually have equipped with Masquerade. Probably won't really need it, though I'll probably use it kind of just because anyway. But yeah, all that HP from the Earthbreaker there, that helps. I guess I would probably bring Cadence otherwise as another backup. Just because, well, I don't know, she's decent, at least. You do kind of need a lot of HP for this fight, like more than what we have here. Any character that's at least level 37 would probably be preferable, or 36, I suppose. And most of my other party members are not at that level, which is kind of, it's, well, not just the reason I've chosen these particular 5, but also because Twilight, Trixie, and Celestia are just the epitome of damage. And, well, AJ would be too if she was at, like, level 40. She would be doing more than 9,999 damage for at least a single target, anyway. Just because of the way she would just keep on getting stronger and all that. But, in any case, once we want to take on the final battle, all we have to do is step on all 3 of these panels and move on. Beam me up, Scotty! Or maybe I should call him Snotty in this case, since it's Discord, and he's been a real jerk throughout the game. Crazy music there. I don't know what those little blue things are. Hello, my little ponies! I have a pyramid! Ha-ha! I see. Yeah, those little thingamabobs are in the original game, too. I don't know what they're supposed to be, exactly. Maybe in this case, he's, like, enslaved some parasprites or something. I don't know. Ooh. It's always the leaders of the second and third parties he does this to, so... I guess I kind of spoiled that a little early for Twilight, but what were you expecting? Who's our? It's just you. I mean, is this like a royal hour? Or what? Actually, I don't think Luna ever said hour, did she? Yeah, by pure coincidence, I have Fluttershy berating him here. Or lecturing him here. That was not intentional on my part. I'm glad how that worked out, though. Is it? Well, considering how crazy Twilight can get, I can believe it. Oh, well... yeah, but you could say that about pretty much any sentient race, really. Well, except for maybe the, you know, Spock and all that. But they can still get kind of crazy if they really wanted to, I suppose, in certain cases. But whatever. Now, depending on who you brought along, this... well, it's technically predetermined, but, like, Twilight's the first choice for who's gonna do this little part. I'm not sure if Cadence or Flash Sentry is the number 2, and beyond that, I don't really recall. But yeah, it depends on who you brought with you, and also of course, who you've recruited up to this point. Obviously, friendship's the most important part. It's in the title, for crying out loud. Yeah, I suppose. We're all here, aren't we? Yes! And that's all I'm going to say! Oh, because they're saying this. Yeah, they're all right here, duh! Really? You do? Well, whatever you say. Aww. So, we're your subjects now, not your friends? Thanks, Celestia. Well, she is technically right, but... that was a long time ago, Luna. That doesn't count for right now. Okay, maybe it's not that long ago, but it was 3 seasons ago from this in this timeline. Shining armor. We suspect that you may be immortal, Pinky, but we haven't proven it yet. Wow, dude. That's kind of morbid in a certain light, but... And Trixie says something. I don't think that Gogo and Umaro had anything to say in the original game, if I remember correctly. Nor Fauster, Derpy, and Pony Fantasy either, but I could be wrong. I don't believe they had anything to say, though, in the original, so I'm kind of interested to see if Maud says anything here. I don't even know what Rainbow Dash says, but I'm much more interested in what Maud might say. Unfortunately, she just wasn't really that useful for, like, the Founders or much of anything else in the final dungeon as far as the bosses go. We could make you hurl. What is your pyramid thingy keep changing colors? Oh. Really? I like to think it's Fluttershy who's saying that. Is that your light of judgment? Is that what that looks like? No, actually, Sweetie Belle has control, but... yeah, this is definitely within the realm of your abilities, creating mountains of trash that are on fire. I know it's probably actually rock, but... they kind of already did. I mean, I suppose a lot of them forgot you, since you know you have been in stone for like 1,000 years, but... And this also was predetermined, based on who you brought. With Twilight, of course, being number 1. Discord! Such language in Equestria! And Flash Sentry will be number 2 for some reason. Dude, you're done! We're done with you, Flash. You're not in the game anymore as far as we're concerned. Yeah, one last bit of Flash abuse there. Stop blowing up water! Yeah. I don't know, maybe it could cause a tsunami or something. Is it? So now we get to choose who is in our part, well, yeah, who gets to go into the final party and whatnot. You can choose all 12 characters if you want, but I don't have anyone else equipped other than my main 5 here, so let's see, we'll pull in Twilight, Fluttershy, not Flash, we're done with you, Flash, Fluttershy, Celestia, Trixie, and we have AJ as my backup, and from there, you don't have to choose anyone else, so even if I have, like, multiple characters down during a transition, most of them will stay. Yeah, once we get to our last 4 characters, they will stay, even in a transition. So,